Hello to everyone. In this video, let us discuss heat of neutralization. We know what is neutralization. Neutralization means what here? Reaction of an acid with a base to give salt and water. That is called neutralization. Now, let us see the definition of heat of neutralization. So the heat energy liberated when 1 gram equivalent of an acid react with 1 gram equivalent of base to give salt and water is known as heat of neutralization. And another definition also there. What is that? The heat energy liberated when 1 mole of H plus ions react with 1 mole of OH minus ions to give 1 mole of water. So this is also called which one? Heat of neutralization. What is the heat of neutralization liberated in this reaction? See here, 57.3 kilojoule or 13.7 kilocalories. So this is the definition of heat of neutralization. And what are the things we have to remember in this? See here, first one, when 1 mole of water is formed in neutralization reaction, we have to remember this delta H value, this one and this one. In kilojoules 57.3, in kilocalories 13.7 kilocalories. This is for how many mole of water formation? For 1 mole of water formation. Now let us see different questions what we are going to solve in this heat of neutralization. Now the first question here, what is the delta H value for the reaction H2SO4 plus 2NaOH gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. So in kilojoules we need the delta H value. Now what we have to observe here, 2 moles of water is formed. For 1 mole of water, delta H value minus 57.3. Therefore, for 2 moles of water, delta H is minus 2 into 57.3 kilojoules. So how much we can get? Minus 114.6 kilojoules. So like that we have to give the answer. And then another type of question. What is another type of question? Let us see here. What is that? H3PO4. What is this? Orthophosphoric acid plus NaOH in bracket they give excess, gives products. Now what is the delta H value for this reaction? Now see here, NaOH they have given in which one here? Excess amount. NaOH given excess amount. So this is not the limiting factor. NaOH is not the limiting factor. Now we have to observe which one? H3PO4. Its basicity is 3. That means it produces 3 H plus ions. As it is given excess amount, 3 OH minus ion combined with H plus ions, we get 3 moles of water. Therefore, delta H value is minus 3 into 57.3 kilojoules. Like that, we have to answer that question. And the same question they may give in another type. What is that here? So see here, what is another type question here? They have given 2 NaOH gives Na2HPO4 plus 2H2O. But here delta H value we have to find out. But here so many students just observe the H3PO4. As it is a tribasic acid, they may give the answer delta H value minus 3 into 57.3 kilojoules. But that is wrong. Because here only 2 moles of water is formed. Because NaOH is not in excess amount, insufficient amount. Therefore, What is delta H value? Means minus 2 into 57.3 kilojoule. So now we have to observe the number of water molecules formed. Okay. Now another question related to this, which one here? See here, what is another type of question? 2 moles of H2O gives H3O plus OH minus. What is the delta H value for this reaction? Now see here, this is given H2O dissociation, not the formation. So that means if water molecule, 1 mole of water is formed, delta H value minus 57.3. If 2 moles of water is formed, minus 2 into 57.3. But now water, 2 moles water is not formed, dissociated. That means delta H value will become plus 2 into 57.3 kilojoules, because this is dissociation of water, not formation, reverse to the formation of water. So now we have to give positive sign. Okay, then another question here, what is that? See here, HCl plus NaOH will give which one? Some products. Delta H value minus 57.3 kilojoule, and acetic acid plus NaOH give some products, and here delta H value is minus 55.2 kilojoules. Now the question is here, what is the heat of ionization or dissociation? You can call it as heat of ionization of acetic acid. So what is heat of ionization of acetic acid? So acetic acid is a weak acid. It may not undergo 100% ionization on its own. By supplying some heat energy, by providing some heat energy, that might undergo somewhat 100% dissociation. So now, if a strong acid and strong base participated in neutralization, the heat energy liberated 57.3 kilojoules. But in place of a strong acid, if a weak acid is present, there is a shortage in liberated energy. How much short here? 57.3 and 55.2. How much gap is there? Means 2.1 kilojoule. Where that has been gone means that has been utilized for the dissociation of this weak acid. So now that heat of ionization of acetic acid is how much? Means 2.1 kilojoules. Like that we have to calculate. Now the same question we can give in this way. HCl as it is HCl, but instead of this NaOH we have taken weak base NH4OH. Now some products are formed here, and the delta H value minus 53.3 kilojoule. Now what is heat of ionization of NH4OH? Now how to find this here? Just we have to observe how much gap in between the delta H values. So how much difference here? 57.3, 53.3 means 4 kilojoules. So that 4 kilojoules is used for the dissociation of which one? This weak NH4OH. Now they give the three equations. That means strong acid, strong base, weak acid and strong base, and strong acid and weak base. Now by combining which one? Acetic acid plus NH4OH, they give products are formed. Now what is the delta H value for this? So how to find this delta H value? If strong acid HCl is present, we get 57.3. When weak acid is replaced that strong acid, how much decrease we observed? Means 2.1 kilojoules for which one? Dissociation of acetic acid. And when NH4OH is used instead of NaOH, we observed how much decrease in heat energy? 4 kilojoules. So now 4.0 kilojoules. This is for heat of dissociation of NH4OH. Now what should be the total loss means here? 6.1 kilojoules. That means if a strong acid, strong base is present, we get 57.3 kilojoules. But due to the usage of weak acid and weak base, how much loss from 57.3 means 6.1 kilojoules loss is observed. So 57.3 minus of 6.1 means how much we can get here? 51.2 kilojoules. So in this, what is delta H value means minus 51.2 kilojoules. Like this we have to answer that question. Now another type of question related to heat of neutralization, let us see here. What is that? If 1 mole HCl and 1 mole NaOH are used, at that time heat energy liberated is 57.3 kilojoule. Then 0.25 mole HCl, 0.25 mole NaOH are used. What is the delta H value? So when 1 mole HCl, 1 mole NaOH are used, we get 1 mole of water. But here 1 by 4 mole of HCl, 1 by 4 mole of NaOH means we get 1 by 4 mole of water. Therefore, delta H also will become 1 by 4 only. That means 57.3 into 1 by 4 kilojoules. Like that we have to calculate which one delta H value for that 0.25 mole HCl, 0.25 mole of NaOH. So these are the some questions related to which one? Heat of neutralization. Okay, let us see another one here. What is that? Heat of solution. So what is heat of solution? Let us see here. First, how we can prepare solution means by dissolving a solute in excess amount of solvent. That process is called preparation of solution. Now, what is the definition of heat of solution? The heat energy changes when 1 mole of a solute dissolved in excess amount of solvent is known as heat of solution. So now here one example, MgSO4 solid plus H2O gives MgSO4 aqueous. Delta H value minus 84.42 kilojoule. Some other example here, NH4Cl solid plus water gives NH4Cl aqueous, delta H value plus 16.3 kilojoule. Now one question here, what is important? For example, they give the question like this. MgSO4 solid plus water gives MgSO4 aqueous, delta H minus 84.42 kilojoule. After dissolution of MgSO4 in water, now the options are, the solution becomes cool, first option. Second option is the solution becomes heat. Third option, no change in that temperature of the solution. Fourth one, none of the above. So which is correct means the solution becomes heat, because as it is exothermic reaction, delta H negative, exothermic reaction, the heat energy liberated that is taken by that solution, that means the solution will become heat. Now if you come to the second equation, as it is endothermic reaction, the for that dissolution of NH4Cl, the heat energy is absorbed from the water. Now what happens here? The solution becomes cool after dissolution of NH4Cl. So these are the questions we get from heat of solution. Okay, then another question, another topic is here. regarding heat of solution only, but somewhat extension here, heat of dilution. So what is heat of dilution means? Now the heat energy changes when 1 mole, that means when a solution containing 1 mole of solute is diluted from, that means one concentration to other concentration. So the heat energy changes when a solution containing 1 mole solute diluted from one concentration to another concentration is known as which one here? Heat of dilution. So now let us go for one example here. 1 mHCl solution when diluted to 0.1 mHCl. For example, if delta H value minus X kilojoule. Now this heat energy change is known as heat of dilution. Now, what are the questions regarding this one means? See here. So, when HCl, 1 mHCl to 0.1 mHCl, delta H value is how much means? Let us consider here 30 kilojoules plus 30. Let us consider here. Now, 1 mHCl when diluted to 0.01 mHCl, delta H value is 50 kilojoules. Therefore, the question is delta H for 0.1 mHCl to 0.01 mHCl. So, how to solve this question? Let us see here. First, 1 mHCl diluted to 0.1 mHCl, later 0.01 mHCl. And in this gap, what is heat energy change means 30 kilojoules. And in this gap, 50 kilojoules energy change. Now, what is energy change in between these? So, very simple. 50 minus 30. Very easy answer now. For example, here, let it be the one marker and this is cap. Now, here, up to marker the height is 3 centimeter and the width marker the height is 4 centimeter. What is the height of the marker means? How you can answer? 4 minus 3 means 1 centimeter. Like that only. 1m to 0.01 m 50, 1m to 0.1 m 30 means in this gap how much heat energy change means just 50 minus 30 you can get how much? 20 kilojoules. So this is regarding which one? Heat of dilution. Okay, then another one also there, heat of phase transition. What is a phase transition? Let us see here. Heat of phase transition. That means sometimes allotropes or anything, if you consider, they can change from one form to another form. For example, graphite changes into diamond, diamond changes to graphite, and rhombic sulfur converts to monoclinic, monoclinic sulfur converts to rhombic sulfur. So the heat energy changes involved in the phase transformation is known as which one? Heat of phase transition. That means rhombic sulfur gives monoclinic sulfur, or graphite giving which one? Diamond. Like this, phase transition takes place from one phase to another phase or from one form to another form. That means from one allotropic form to another allotropic form. And heat of sublimation is also there. So what is the heat of sublimation? Some solids directly converts into vapor phase without converting into liquid. That direct change of a solid into gaseous phase is known as which one? Sublimation. So the heat energy changes involved in the sublimation, that means conversion of a solid into gaseous state, is known as heat of sublimation. So these are the different types of heats of reactions. In our next video, let us go for Hess law and its applications. Okay.